It's not the results that you're after, it's the feeling that you think the results will bring to you. We're misaligned thinking that we need to chase outcomes. For example, we chase a better body, we chase more money, we chase attention, and we believe that they'll fix that feeling of emptiness inside. That feeling like we aren't enough until we achieve the result. But how many times have you hit that goal that you thought would bring you peace, only to feel depressed, to feel empty, or still feel anxious? It's because it's not the results that bring us peace. It's the transformation that happens in the process. But most of us miss this because we're so focused on the outcome. If you're constantly chasing that next thing, hoping to finally get that peace and clarity, this video is for you, because I want to offer you a different perspective that will help guide you to true peace and clarity. Outcome obsession, it creates anxiety. It leaves you feeling impatient, and it will ultimately leave you with an identity crisis. This happens because you tie your self-worth to that result. You might even notice that you've began to make excuses, or you even hold yourself back from actually even doing the work, because deep down you know that even if you reach that goal, it won't fix what you're feeling inside. For example, you may have lost weight in the past, but you still felt insecure, and all of a sudden you notice that you've gained it all back. Or maybe you make more money in your career now than you did a few years ago, but you still feel lost, you still feel broke, or you're still in debt. This happens because we didn't focus on the transformation of who we were becoming. Instead, we were just chasing an outcome. Results are external. Transformation, on the other hand, that's internal. One changes your circumstances, and the other changes who you are. When we focus on who we're becoming, our actions are then rooted in that identity, that discipline, the consistency, that peace. It comes from alignment with who you want to become, not the achievement. In Romans chapter 12, verse 2, it reads, "Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind." God's goal for us isn't that we have a better life, isn't that we have more things. It's that we become a new creation. Peace comes from that kind of change, when your mind is renewed and you stop chasing things that won't ultimately fulfill you. If you follow any bodybuilders or fitness influencers who compete, when you see them during their competition preparation, they get in great shape for that competition, but for the rest of the year, they're usually overweight or out of shape. And that's because when you work out just to look a certain way, it's gonna lead to burnout. But when that focus is actually shifted, where training is just a part of your discipline and your consistency, you stick with it, and the way you look is just the byproduct of that identity. It's the byproduct of that discipline and those habits that align with who you are. Results are elusive. They trick you into thinking peace will come once you get there, but real peace comes from the process. So how do we begin the shift from chasing outcomes to allowing transformation? Start by asking better questions. Instead of asking, what do I need to achieve? You can ask yourself, who do I want to become? Number 2, build the habits that create the person that you want to become. Work backwards. I'm not saying that results or outcomes are bad, but that they shouldn't be the main goal. Instead, focus on becoming the person who can achieve those outcomes, like dropping the bad habits that cause you pain and regret, and replacing them with the habits that will bring you peace and clarity. Number 3, celebrate your consistency. Those small daily habits, the ones that align with who you want to become, are the keys to real peace, not the results. And number 4, detach your worth from those results. Your value as a person doesn't come from those results. And those results don't define who you are. To wrap this up, stop chasing those outcomes and hoping that they'll bring you peace. Instead, focus on who you're becoming and let God lead that transformation. In 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17, it reads, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away, behold, the new has come." So ask yourself, what's one area where you've been so focused on the outcome that it's actually causing you more harm than good? How can you shift to focusing on growth instead? I hope this video helps. If you need any guidance, if you would like any coaching, there's a link in my bio. Thanks for watching.